Hey, Uncle Shredder here again. Right, been a long while since I did a video, which is going to give me plenty of time to have a think about what is bothering me and what I want to put out there and how I can help you guys. So the first little one I'm going to talk about today is timing. And I'm talking about timing for a bodybuilding show in two different ways. Timing in terms of losing enough body fat to look in condition on stage, and the amount of time you need, or the amount of time you've already done, I should say, and the amount of muscle you've put on to look muscular enough on stage. Because it's a two-way thing, innit? You need to be both lean and ripped, and you need to be muscular enough to show some endeavour in the gym, okay? A bodybuilding show is not just about getting the skinniest guy on stage or the skinniest girl on stage, and it's also not about just being the biggest. There is a real nice little balance in between. Very, very rarely does the biggest guy on a stage win, but then again, the skinniest little whelp don't win either. Somewhere in between, it's a nice balance. Right, so first thing, let's talk about getting into a calorie deficit and getting in condition, getting sub 10%, and getting on stage looking in great condition. Timing and the amount of time you need to get ready for a show is crucial. You give yourself too long and you're in a calorie deficit for too long. And, being in a calorie deficit is not nice. So your chances of keeping that going for 6, 7, 8 months it's minimal, because it's not nice. It's not nice being there, is it? Not having enough to eat every week, it's not nice. So you need to be not too long, and you need to be long enough. So what's the right sort of timing? Well, a really good rule of thumb that I work to is I get a good percentage on body fat level. Let's say it is 12%, pretty lean. And add 1, so you get 13. And then 13 weeks in a decent calorie deficit week after week is a good amount of time then to get ready for a show. You're not lingering for ages, starving for months. And you've given yourself long enough to get from, 12 down to 5 or 6, which is a great number to get to. Right, the flip side of this is muscle mass. How much muscle mass are you going to take on that stage? Well, realistically, by the time you decide and you pick a date in a calendar, you go, right, I'm going to do that date, I'm going to do that one. At that time there, that when you start to cut and diet for that show, you need to have enough muscle mass. You need to be happy that you've got enough muscle mass at that day there, when you start cutting for that show over there. Reason being is, once you're into that calorie deficit, it's going to be very, very difficult to build any more new lean muscle mass. Your energy is going to be spent on training while you're in a deficit. You're going to have expending energy, you're going to be cutting up, you're going to be doing a little bit of cardio. But realistically, what I like to see is I like to see people getting into a calorie deficit by doing what it is they've been doing all the years, which is lifting weights. A show is not, you're not training to be a marathon runner. You're training to try and get on stage as a bodybuilder. So why is it then that people turn into long and mid-distance runners when they start getting ready for a show? Your training is what's put the muscle there, and your training is what's going to maintain that muscle. So does it not make sense then to use your energy in a way that is going to enhance your muscle mass for the stage? Not in a way that's going to make you a better middle distance runner. Everybody's getting up and doing these 6-mile runs first thing in the morning. Well, my thought is, yeah, do a bit of cardio. I'm all for cardio, you know that. But if you're going to completely neglect your weight training to start doing all this cutting training, yes, you will get leaner. Yes, you will get smaller. Yes, you will get leaner and ripped. But will you be the right kind of balance between muscle mass and ripped? Or will you be all the way at ripped and just look like, I don't know, like a 1500 metre runner with a bit of muscle mass? That's not what we want, is it? So bear that in mind then. So take your body fat, add 1 to it. If you're 12%, and that will give you 13 weeks, that's a good amount of time. If you're 30%, getting from 30% to 10% is going to be a long haul. I would suggest that you want to do that in 2 stints. So I would possibly get from 30 to 15 and then level off and have a bit of time maintaining calories there. And then I would think again about having a big push from 15 down to 5 or 6. I wouldn't try to do it from 30 all the way down. It's just too long a diet. And realistically, I mean, we shouldn't be getting up at 30%. You know, I've talked about this many times before. You know, when we're getting up to about 20%, we should be thinking about pegging things back and leaning out a little and starting going again. We really shouldn't be going much above 20% all the time. So there you go, guys. It's just a little thing about timing. Leave enough time to get shredded. And when you do start cutting, be happy and realistically be confident that you've got enough muscle mass at that point. Because the truth of the matter is, once you're in a deficit, you're not going to be adding a great deal of muscle mass in 16 weeks. You know, I think the problem a lot of people make is to think, right, this next 16 weeks I'll just train really, really hard and I'll put on a load of muscle mass. Well, 16 weeks is not a long time anyway. And anyway, we're training hard anyway. If you're not training hard now, then why are you just going to suddenly train hard in the next 16 weeks? So your training's been hard for the previous 16 weeks and the 16 weeks before that and before that. So what's going to make the next 16 weeks so magically different? And you're at a disadvantage anyway because you'll be in a calorie deficit. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Little summary. Leave enough time to get ripped. Be happy that you've got enough muscle mass and concentrate on weight training to get into that deficit rather than suddenly becoming this like middle distance runner. Alright guys, that's Uncle Shredder signing out for another one. I'll see you next time.